What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Mario B coming at you guys with our round 1 playoff match for the PSL. Now most of you guys are probably thinking, Mario B, what's PSL, bro? What is that? PSL is actually a league that I ended up joining like when I was finishing up my last WPF season, and right when I joined Red League region, it was just like a third league I had took on, but it was kind of too much. Like 3 leagues, prepping for 3 weeks every week was kind of hard, so I was taking this league a little bit less serious. Wasn't really focused on uploading this particular league, but now that we made playoffs, really just trying to see how far we can get, so it'll be pretty interesting. If you guys do just want to skip this team builder portion of the video and you guys just want to go straight to the battle, timestamp for that will be down in the description below if you guys just want to skip to the battle. But as you guys can see, the matchup right there in the right corner, we're going to be taking on Blake, coach of the San Francisco 49tales, with a pretty threatening team. Things like his Sandcore, Jigglyth, and Excadrill, and the Sandforce Landorus. It's pretty powerful against my team. Things like his Incineroar, I think, have a pretty good matchup as well, and a Spadef Gigalith is pretty hard to take down for my team. That along with like Sandforce, Excadrill can be a pretty big threat as well, and then Kommo can always be a huge threat as well. It is one of his Z-Mons. So big shout out to my boy Locke for helping build this team. I do feel very confident with this 6 that we can take on his team pretty well. The matchup is I would say pretty even, so it should be a pretty good battle overall. But starting off the team right here, we have my boy South Cheeser rocking that Recycle, Body Slam, Earthquake, Ice Punch, Figgy Berry with the Gluttony, 200 HP, 252 defense with 56 def, so with Inanimate Nature as well. So with 56 def, we check all his special attackers if they are choice specs. The Landorus Focus Blast will do about 70 to 80, get me in that Figgy Berry range, and with that Adamant Nature, I'll go ahead and be able to knock out that Landorus actually, which is pretty awesome. Take hits from the Mega Deontay for days, take hits from Heliolisk as well. The defense investment that I have actually allows me to take 1 close combat from full, not die, and Ice Punch it back just in case I would ever want or need to do that, but it does help with that as well. Can take on his Incineroar fairly well if it doesn't have a fighting move, and can be like a very soft check to Excadrill. I can switch in, take a couple hits, get the Figgy Berry back, and recycle it off if I really choose to. But yeah, it's my boy South Cheeser here, just planning on putting in a lot of work with this set. Very interesting, gonna put in a lot of work. Ice Punch, Earthquake, and Body Slam hit mostly all of his team for super effective or neutral. The Body Slam is just really there just to see if we could snag any paras on anything. A para like on Shaman would be huge, or a para on like Heliolisk, or even like Kommo would be awesome. So let's see if we can go ahead and get some hacks in our favor there. Next we have my boy Emerald right here. It's going to be rocking the Brave Bird, Defog, Roost, Spikes with the leftovers, max HP, 88 defense, 168 speed def with a Impish Nature. So what this allows me to do is it allows me to completely check the Excadrill. I don't have to worry if it's Sandforce, I don't have to worry if it's Adamant, Life Orb, Choice Banded. This thing will eat for days, even though it doesn't really have much of a... Oh, actually this is supposed to be Whirlwind, just in case. The Whirlwind is actually to help stop setup, so Swords Dance Excadrill, I don't have to worry about that. You just go ahead and Whirlwind it out. The Spadef is there for the Kommo. I know Kommo can be ran especially offensive, so I do fully expect it to carry the Flamethrower. If it isn't invested at all in this special attack, I will be able to take 3 Flamethrowers from it, if I'm not mistaken, with that Spadef investment. So that's what that's for. Other than that, I can check things like the Gigalith. I can put up a couple spikes, Whirlwind a couple Mons out, get some residual hazard damage, just to put in work for my backup sweeper in the back. Next we got my boy Garson here rocking the Rindo Berry, Recover, Earthquake, Scald, Ice Beam, 56 HP, 208 defense, and 244 speed def with a sassy nature. So this mon is really crucial for switching in on the Incineroar. This thing can also take hits from like the Como, the Gigalith, the Mega Deontay. This thing can pretty much take hits from everything, the Uxie, the Blastoids. It can just switch in and it hits everything pretty good for Earthquake, Scald, Ice Beam. The only thing is the Blastoids. Really wish I could run Toxic on this set, but I just didn't end up being able to fit. I need Ice Beam for things like the Shaman switching in, or the Landorus, Gigalith, Como as well. I need Scald just to get potential burns on things, and then Earthquake is really good for things like the Heliolisk, and then even the Incineroar. It does more than Scald does. Maybe I'll just trade Scald out for Toxic. Maybe that could be a possibility, because Heliolisk can think he can come in every time on me. But anyways, Garcon, my boy, right here, just taking hits from everyone. Gonna be switching around, getting some residual damage off on everything, some good chip. Next, we got my boy Mr. 305 right here, rocking that Volt Switch Iron Tail Flamethrower, HP Ice, 252 special attack, 24 attack, 52 HP, and 180 speed with that rash nature. So, you guys see it. You guys see it there. You guys see the tech. Iron Tail. My hope is that I'm probably gonna lead with this like 9 out of 10 times. Probably gonna lead on with this. See what he wants to do. If he leads Mega Deontay, it's getting bopped with the Iron Tail. Yeah, and hopefully it works out. I always do this against Mega Deontay leads, just for them to try to cancel out the rocks. They always lead it. I'm gonna try to go ahead and bop it with an Iron Tail. Yeah, Flamethrower is there for things like the Excadrill, and then Volt Switches lets me get a lot of switch initiative on his team. Thunderbolt isn't really needed too much, only against the Blastoids, but I do plan on just wearing that thing down with Scalds or Whirlwind Spikes, so definitely the plan there. That's why I decided to put Iron Tail over Thunderbolt. And then HP Ice just hits things like the Landorus, it hits things like the Como, Gigalith, outside of Sand, and the Shaman, of course. But actually I think Flamethrower might do more to Shaman. But moving on to our next team member, we got my boy Type X. Big shout out to my boy Locke. He's actually the one who created this set. Went ahead and threw the ground memory on it with multi-attack, Ice Beam, Defog, and Parting Shot. 200 speed with a Jolly Nature, 236 defense, and 72 HP. So Savali Ground does put in a lot of work against this team, especially with Ice Beam. If you look on his team, nothing really wants to take a hit from this mon. The only thing that maybe switches in on it is the Uxie and the Blastoids as well, but we can go ahead and Party Shot out on those. We can defog on those. We can go ahead and get some chip on them with multi-attack, so that's not bad. But this thing will hit everything on his team. It outspeeds a good majority, and it has enough defense to take hits from the Excadrill, take hits from the Como as well, along with the Incineroar, the Gigalith, and the Mega Deontay. Could take about one hit it right back. We do have to be careful with Incineroar Intimidates. Definitely gotta keep in mind of what our if our attack is lowered or not. Just something to keep in mind with calcs. And last but not least, we have our final mon. The mon that I'm expecting to put in the utmost work this game is going to be my girl. I know it has no gender, but it's my girl, Donna Tatsin. Rocking that Nasty Plot, Signal Beam, Psychic, Giga Drain, 252 special attack, 252 speed, and 4 HP. So max speed investment is needed just to speed tie with the Shaman, which interestingly enough, with the Nasty Plot at +2 with E-Belt, Signal Beam actually knocks it out after rocks, so that's great. So as long as we get up rocks, actually Spike, sorry. So after we get up the Spike with my girl Emerald over there, we're gonna go ahead and actually be able to knock that thing out. Also, if I said rocks right near the calcs, I meant Spike, but like I said, with the Spike up, we do kill the Shaman after with the Signal Beam at +2. We 2-hit KO the Incineroar coming in if it's not bulk invested. We knock out things like the Como with the Psychic. We hit the Excadrill for like 80% with the Giga Drain. hit Gigalith for about 50% in the Sandstorm, but he is in no way two-shotting me, and I will gain most of the HP that he does hit off of me back with the Giga Drain. Almost kill I kill the Blastoids if it's not AV. If it's AV, it does about 60. Uxie will be 2-hit KO by the Signal Beam, and the Lando will die to the Psychic, and Mega Deontay dies to Giga Drain. So this thing will basically sweep everything on his team after a nasty plot with the E-Bell and just a little bit of chip on the Uxie or the Incineroar. If Incineroar is gone, this is a green light and this thing can just put in the work. So that's all for our team builder, guys. I will be right back at you guys with the battle. Alrighty guys, we are back and we are about to get this battle going. I'm about to send the challenge over to Blake. I'm just gonna let him know real quick on Discord that I'm gonna send it over. And like I said in my team builder, I think the matchup is pretty even. I think we both have a pretty even matchup. If I gotta call the 6 that he brings, I think it's gonna be Excadrill, Como-O, Incineroar, Gigalith, Mega Deontay, and Shaman. So he does bring no Como-O, which is actually pretty great. He does have the Lando, the Uxie, the Incineroar. Good luck, have fun, bro. So he did bring the Sand Core, which is really good that I brought Skarmory. But since I don't have to worry about that Como-O, my Snorlax is just gonna have an amazing matchup. So Snorlax has an amazing matchup here. Can take hits from pretty much everything, including the Incineroar, the Lando for days. If it does have like superpower or something like that, we do have to be a little wary. Let's go ahead and run a quick calc on superpower coming from a Lando. That's not Sheer Force, so it's going to be actually Sand Force. And then it's going to have something like either superpower or the Focus Blast. But I think we can eat one of either or. So let's see, he has Focus Blast, and I know he gets Hammer Arm as well. So we're just going to check those 3 in the calc real quick. Sorry if the calc is cut off, but it shouldn't be. But we do eat, it does knock us into berry range, and we can knock out with the Ice Punch as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and mute this chat real quick. Yeah, because when I pay too much attention to the chat, start to lose focus in the battle. So like I said, I think Manectric is my lead. I said it in the team builder, but I think that it just matches up pretty good against this team. No Blastoids is really good to see as well, because I only have Volt Switch on the Manectric, and Thunderbolt isn't really needed with this 6, so thankfully made a good call there. Definitely excited, definitely ready, definitely a little nervous. Like I said, we didn't get out of round 1 of the playoffs in WPF, so this is our chance to go ahead and get out. But like I said, I think I should leave Mega Manectric. Whatever he wants to lead, I should be able to take it off fairly well. Okay, as he leads Incineroar. Alright, so no Mega Deontay is actually pretty huge as well. Sorry about the edits. I just I was fixing a couple things. I know my screen's a little bit cut off, so I'm gonna have to fix it on my new one. But I think here I can just go for the Volt Switch pretty clean, and then I can go into my Gastrodon. Just let me check that calc to make sure he's not like Assault Vest or something. So it does look like he's gonna be Assault Vested, or maybe even like just Def. That did about 27%. So he's looking like he is that could have been a really high roll. Low kick is definitely an option that he can do. So let me see what that's looking like. Low kick is doing about half to my guy right here. I can't earthquake him. My next best switcher will probably be Garsona. I had to change her last second, but she does take about half from the knockoff. So I think I am just going to go ahead and go into my Gastrodon. This is my designated check, as he actually U-turns, so good play. But luckily my Garchomp matches up pretty well against everything. And Shaman is one of the things that's preventing me from sweeping, actually. So Shaman, let me see if it's like super offensive. Seed Flare with the Rindo is actually going to do a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and go South Cheeser here. I think it shouldn't do much. I can always go ahead and Ice Punch in return. It's only going to do about 43. Yeah, if he doesn't, hopefully he doesn't get us with Death Drop, but yeah, this is definitely my play. Okay, so he goes ahead and Seed Flares there. Does about 29%, so that's looking to be actually not even offensive. Yeah, that's actually gonna be like no investment at all. And okay, good to know. So he's probably like max HP. I think here I can just go for the Ice Punch. I know nothing on this team really wants to take it, or Body Slam. He has natural cure, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the Ice Punch here. Awesome. So we get up some pretty good chip here. Did about 41%, I believe. Yeah, so that actually did more than I was expecting. So Seed Flare did do 28%. Okay, we can say that he's like max. Did drop very significantly my special defense. So the next one should not kill me, and I'm gonna recycle here. Yep, as I just recycle here, he gets the others with that drop, which is a little annoying, but it should be fine. I could go into Emerald here and threaten it out. I could also get up a Spike. I do fear the... Yeah, so it's only doing about 13% to me, so I think I'm gonna pivot into my Skarmory here. Go ahead and take the... Actually, give me 1 minute. If he has something like HP Fire, is that gonna hit me for a lot? We know that he's not attack invested. It's about a 3-hit KO. I do have a loss of death on this Skarmory for Flamethrower. But yeah, I think Emerald is the play. So I'm just gonna go for Emerald here. Gonna go ahead and pivot into that. Yep, take about 14%. Oh, as he gets the heavy spit death drop. That's kind of annoying. Let's see. Okay, so now if he has Hidden Power Fire, he could definitely do a lot. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pivot and into Snorlax and check, see if he has that. See if he has that HP Fire on him. He does have the HP Fire. Okay, good to know. So he does have the Hidden Power Fire. Really good to know. I don't know. Okay, so I don't have my Figgy Berry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and recycle here. Actually, gonna go ahead and get that in. Yeah, we find our Figgy Berry. Okay, so knockoff is very prevalent here. We want to keep this berry, so we're gonna go ahead and go into Garcon. If he makes a double into Shaman, good play on his end. But he should just go for low kick or knockoff here. Not really fearing anything as he U-turns. Okay, so good play. A really good play actually. My opponent's playing very, very good. I think now though, I think I'm gonna pivot into the Emerald because I know I could take one. I could possibly knock this thing out too. So I'll take a Seed Flare into a HP Fire, but I will not take 2 HP Fires. Actually, I think Snorlax is an okay switch. Okay, as he actually goes Oopsie here, so not a problem at all. We do have the Body Slam for this thing. We can find out if it is defensive or especially defensive right now. Hoping that it doesn't carry something like Trick is the biggest concern for me. I should go for Body Slam here. Charge me. Ooh, okay, that's a nice set. So let's see if we can get that para. That's probably the best, our best bet here. So let's charge him again. Oh, he gets the other special attack. Okay, so now he's at +2. This thing is gonna eat, so I'm not really too scared about it, to be honest. Actually, should I recycle here? Oh, maybe I should have recycled. Oh no, not a problem. Awesome, awesome. So this is actually very, very good for my, it is actually so great for my, oh, okay, so we're gonna recycle here. We should be able to live the next hit, and I'm just gonna go for the Body Slam again. If we snag a para, better for us. As he does 41, okay, we should eat that. Body Slam, oh, para. Oh, okay, good play on his end, good play on his end. So I'm just gonna recycle here as he charge beams, so good play, good play. Okay, so we found the Figgy. Body Slam's the play. Hopefully we can snag a lucky para here. We need the para. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so now we need a couple hacks. We're gonna go ahead and recycle here. Oh, as he has heal belt. Okay, so good set. Cool set, cool set. We will take this next hit. I'm just gonna body slam again. Nothing on this team really wants to switch into it. I understand that I do need this for the Shaman, but I am at the range with my guy Shaman to really just eat any hit he wants to go for. So here I'm gonna go for a recycle. Awesome, awesome. As he gets pairs, we do get a little bit lucky. Awesome. So we're gonna be able to. Oh, awesome! Even better, we're able to finish this exchange with our berry at full. So that's great. That's really great for us. Bad for him, but great for us. As he does go Incineroar, I can live the low kick. I kind of just want to go for body slam. I need damage on this Incineroar for my Celebi to go ahead and put in the work late game. If I am -1, Earthquake's still doing about 30 to him. Should I make the play of ice punching is the question. He should want to. He's been going for U-turn a lot. He should know. This is a hard play here. He could go for like the low kick. I don't think that Incineroar gets superpower, but low kick is doing about 50. If he stays in, I will get my berry back. I can get my berry back on the Shaman as well. If he U-turns, he might go into Lando or the Shaman, which is kind of why I want to go for Ice Punch. And but he might just. How much is Ice Punch doing to Incineroar? He's doing about 5%. Earthquake is doing what to Shaman? We know it's offense, like max HP. It's doing about 6%. So I gotta choose. He U-turned twice, so I think he's gonna go ahead and switch out. Stay in. I'm gonna go for Earthquake here. Yep, as he does. Oh man, I lost my berry, but it is all good. We get some good chip off on this Incineroar. Like I said, he's not gonna be able to knock us out, so we could just Ice Punch here, I think, as he U-turns, which, as he actually does low kick. Okay, so bad play on our end. We could have got rid of this Incineroar, but I am just gonna go Garcon here and save this Snorlax. As he U-turns now. Okay, so good play. Really sorry about that background noise. My cat's going to the cat door. So here I'm gonna sack off my Snorlax here, just to go ahead. Actually, I don't need to. I really don't need to. I could just make the play into Emerald. I do need Emerald for the Excadrill, so that's something I definitely have to keep in mind as well. How much is my Mega Manectric doing to this is the question. The Flamethrower, okay, so it's gonna kill. It should kill. Will it? If it's at about 59, I don't think it's max. I think it has some HP investment in it, definitely. I have about 56.3% chance to knock him out. I think I'm just gonna go Salcheezy here, sack this off if I need to sack it off. As he goes for Sea Flare. Oh, and he missed. Oh, wow. We're just getting lucky. We're getting really lucky today. So Body Slam's still doing about 20, and it puts it in range. Awesome. So we can go ahead and get off a nice Body Slam, and we get the Paralysis, which is really actually pretty good for us. So my boy Snorlax right here putting in the work, and we're just gonna go for Earthquake here, get some big damage off on this Gigalith. If we get this Gigalith down to about 50%, awesome, and he gets paralyzed. Better for us. We do actually, let's see. He is in Celebi range. I don't want him to switch out into like Lando and get a free switch in, so I'm just gonna Ice Punch here, I think. Okay, so he would have gave us his Incineroar. He knocks him in Figgy Berry range. Okay, so really good play on his end. That was annoying, but at least now we know he is Figgy. Body Slam is the play, I think, as he U-turns. Oh, awesome, as we live on 1, so We're gonna be able to get off a body slam on something. Probably the Shaman or the Landers actually. Ooh, a para here would be huge. Okay, no para. But we can find out if this thing is scarfed right now. Do we want to figure out if this thing is scarfed right now? Let's see, we got Landers, right? It's not sheer force, but it is sand force, so that's something to keep in mind. HP ice in the sand will knock him out, and I do think that's actually my play. We have the hidden power ice here. If he goes into Incineroar, I just Volt Switch out into my Garchomp. So that's going to be the play. If it's Scarf, we find out right now. If it is Scarf, we'll go ahead and go into Skarmory. We'll get a Spike off. And if it is Scarfed, it shouldn't have any one move that could knock out my Celebi. Celebi should be able to take a Sludge Wave from this. Takes the HP Ice for sure. Sludge Wave. And it does eat the Sludge Wave. So we should be okay. Unless he gets like a crit or he's modest. Oh, actually this is with the plus special attack nature, so he goes Incineroar. Okay, so good play. Probably not Scarfed, or if he is Scarfed, he's just holding out on it. But we are going to go ahead and Volt Switch here. Man, that Iron Tail tech would have hit. I'm going to go Garchomp here. And we're pretty free to launch off. Oh, he's going to go into Shaman. Okay, so good play. Good play. If we had Thunderbolt, we would have knocked it out. But after Lando's gone, as he goes Shaman. Okay, so I kind of want to recover. Can Mega Manectric eat a hit? Is the question. Let me see. Got Shaman. We know he's a little bit bulkier. He's not max. We got Mega Manectric. Mega Manectric's taking about, okay, a good amount. Good amount. Is that the play though? I think I do go Mega Manectric, and then I take the Sea Flare. I could Flamethrower. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna go Mega Manectric here. We won't take that much from the Sea Flare. Oh wow, that did a lot. What? What? Am I mistaken? Oh wow, so he is actually fully invested. So I'm just gonna go for the Flamethrower here. That was a big misplay on my end, but we will be able to get off Flamethrower here. If he goes to Incineroar, I believe it will die to the Flamethrower, and it doesn't actually. Did we die to Sandstorm? Oh, Sandstorm subsided. Awesome. So we actually get a free Volt Switch here. If he switches into his Lando to take the Volt Switch, we'll hit it with the Hidden Power Ice. He can't pivot around forever. So he has to sack off his Incineroar here. And once he sacks off his Incineroar, Celebi just goes in. Yeah, Celebi just goes in. It's all about finding the right opportunity for it to come in and set up. So, yeah, Mega Manectric's actually putting in the work, but he's definitely going to want to bring in either Shaman or the Gigalith here, I believe. My concern is that if it's max speed Shaman, he will knock out my Silvally Ground. I guess Skarm is the choice, because I can Roost on the Excadrill, and this does force in the Lando. This does force in the Lando. So what's Lando doing to my what's he doing to my, yes, type X? So it doesn't kill, and we get off a big Ice Beam, so that's something to keep in mind too. We can always take a hit. If he has rocks, it's on Excadrill, and I don't think he wants to bring in Excadrill here, so he does go the Shaman. I'm just gonna Brave Bird here. I can't take any hit he wants to go for. Hidden Power Fire, yep, okay. So Brave Bird should kill. Yep, awesome. So we get rid of the Shaman. We do take a little bit of recoil. I think he goes Landorus here, in which I have to bring in my Garçon, sack off my Garçon, I bring in my Silvally, I get off as much damage as I can. Shaman will eat hits from the Excadrill, even if it is Sand Force, I will be doing big damage to it. Let's see, Excadrill, not Sand Rush, it's going to be Sand Force, with Silvally, with Celebi. Yeah, so I can beat it 1v1. Oof. We'll see, because if it's not Sand Force, oh, this is perfect. So I'm gonna Roost here. If he Earthquakes, could play on his end. Gravity, okay. I think a Spike could really help here. But then again, I think that if I just bring in Garçon and save my Emerald, it's gonna be really helpful. So he doubles into Excadrill here. Let's see. Excadrill will claim a kill here, but this will not let it set up. It will do big damage. So I'm just gonna Earthquake here. Okay, as he goes for Earthquake himself. I know my Type X can eat a hit. I know my Type X can eat a hit. It can definitely eat a hit. Hit it back with the multi-attack in return. Is that the play though? He has gravity up. I think I have to go into my... I think I just go into my Celebi here. I think now it's time. I don't think I get to set up, unfortunately. But, and then his Zmons were Coco, I mean not Coco, Como and this. So I don't have to worry about a Z move from this Excadrill. I will hit it for about 40 to 47. With that damage, can I tell if it's Sand Force or not? Let me see. If it wasn't Sand Force, if it was like Sand Rush. Sand. Oh wow, yeah. So I do want to check something real quick, because this thing does get X Scissor, so X Scissor will kill me. Is something to keep in mind. I think I'll just go Silvally Ground here, waste out the gravity turns, and I'll go for multi-attack. If he switches into Lando, not a problem. I'll just stay in and I'll Ice Beam it. Not really a problem. Oh, is he Swords Dance here? Wow. So we'll go ahead and multi-attack. Shuckaberry. Interesting. So he probably isn't Sand Force. I don't know if we live a hit. Oh, we do. We do live a hit. And we multi-attack. Oh, and it's out. It's out. Wow. We'll Ice Beam this if he tries to like Rock Polish or do something like that. I see Earthquakes. Okay. So if this is Scarfed Earthquake, we'll find out right now. Yeah, we'll find out right now. We'll find out if it's Scarf right now. If it's Scarf, I just go into my Celebi. Not really a problem. But he can't... Okay, I think it is Scarfed. And we live. Volt Switch might actually be the play. Let me see, Gigalith versus my Manectric. Iron Tail does a lot, but Volt Switch I think is the play actually. Awesome. And then here, I think we go into Emerald. Does he Gravity? Is the question. Okay, we'll go this just in case he Gravities. Okay, he does Gravity. Okay, so 74. Let me see. Let me make sure this is in range of a Psychic. It's not, but I don't think Gigalith can do anything to me. So I'll go Nasty Plot here. I think I'll Giga Drain. Oh, as he goes Lando. Okay, so we get off a big Giga Drain, and then I think we can just. Oh, okay. So we just knock that out with the Giga Drain. Yep. Okay. So he has to be very careful what he wants to lock himself into. I think I just Giga Drain here. As he goes U-turn. Okay. So if he is locked into the U-turn, and he's not. Okay, so GG to my opponent. Your boy Mario B is going to the round 2 of playoffs, baby. Let's go with that 2-0 victory in our favor over Blake, coach of the San Francisco 49tales. Great game. Awesome game. I really think it came down to prep. Seeing things like Como, seeing things like no Blastoids really helped out. I think I really played my Snorlax great. I think I also played I could have played Gastrodon a little bit better, but I didn't leave a Seed Flare from the Shaman, regardless of it being Rendoberry or not. So that was something to keep in mind. Celebi, unfortunately I couldn't find the correct time to set up, but it really did put in the work. So super excited to be moving on to round 2 of the playoffs. I think it should be quarterfinals. I think this is top 16. Next should be the quarterfinals. So I will definitely be back in the next video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below. Make sure to subscribe if you guys are new watching my channel for the first time, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.